You know, the national championship game has been sold as a huge moneymaker for Atlanta ever since the city first announced it was playing host. But do all the numbers you've seen in the headlines really add up, or will the big game end up costing taxpayers millions? Well, Ryan Kruger is running a truth test for us tonight, right?
Yeah, Vinny, we hear this tale literally every time the city of Atlanta hosts any kind of a major event. It's going to be a windfall of cash just injected right into the metro area. But is that really true? So for this story, we checked with three different sources, and of course, we got three different answers. The Atlanta Convention and Visitors Bureau predicts the economic impact of the national championship game will be more than $100 million. Meanwhile, over at Georgia State, Dr. Bruce Seaman, he's a professor of economics who does most of the economic impact studies for Atlanta. He isn't quite as optimistic. He's telling us he puts the figure at $85 million for the two teams because, well, for all intents and purposes, they're both local.
It's good for the city. It's good for the state that it's happening in Atlanta. It's not economically transformative.
All right, so we wanted to get to the real truth, not just the hype. So we went to investigative reporter Noah Pransky. He's with our sister station in Tampa. Remember, Tampa hosted last year's championship game. And just like us, that city received a whole lot of million-dollar promises.
Well, we actually went back and fact-checked a lot of the claims that were made ahead of the game. You know, $300 million coming to the economy, tens of millions in tax revenues, thousands of jobs, and we couldn't substantiate any of them. Some we were able to outright refute.
So that's what happened in Tampa. Now, we can't predict what's going to happen in Atlanta because that's going to have to wait until after the game. But it is going to be important to nail down this issue because, Vinny, next year, we're going to be hearing all of these same stories about economic impact whenever the Super Bowl comes to town next year.
I know where the real economic impact is going to be.
Where's that?
For all the people spending thousands of dollars for those tickets.
Yes.
That's where the impact is.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much, Ryan.